Alright, guys, I'm back with another chapter in Numbers. We're in Numbers chapter 13, where the header reads, The Scouts Incite Rebellion. 12 scouts explore Canaan, and we're going to jump right into it. The Lord now said to... Look, try that again. The Lord now said to Moses, Send out men to explore the land of Canaan, the land I am giving to the Israelites. Send one leader from each of the 12 ancestral tribes. So Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He sent out 12 men, all tribal leaders of Israel, from their camp in the wilderness of Paran. These were the tribes and the names of their leaders. Reuben sent Shemaah, son of Zakur. Tribe of Simeon sent Shaphat, son of Hori. The tribe of Judah sent Caleb, son of Jephunneh. The tribe of Issachar sent Igal, son of Joseph. The tribe of Ephraim sent Hoshea, son of Nun. The tribe of Benjamin sent Pelti, son of Raphu. The tribe of Zebulun sent Gediel, son of Sodai. The tribe of Manasseh, son of Joseph, sent Gedi, son of Susi. The tribe of Dan sent Amiel, son of Gamali. The tribe of Asher sent Sethur, son of Michael. The tribe of Naphtali sent Nabi, son of Vophsi. And the tribe of Gad sent Guel, son of Maki. These are the names of the men Moses sent out to explore the land. Moses called Hoshea, son of Nun, by the name Joshua. Moses gave the men these instructions as he sent them out to explore the land. Go north through the Negev into the hill country. See what the land is like, and find out whether the people living there are strong or weak, few or many. See what kind of land they live in. Is it good or bad? Do their towns have walls, or are they unprotected like open camps? Is the soil fertile or poor? Are there many trees? Do your best to bring back samples of the crops you see. It happened to be the season for harvesting the first ripe grapes. So they went up and explored the land from the wilderness of Zin as far as Rahab, near Lebo Hamath. Going north, they passed through the Negev and arrived at Hebron, where Ahiman, Shishai, and Tamai, all descendants of Anak, lived. The ancient town of Hebron was founded 7 years before the Egyptian city of Zoan. When they came to the valley of Eshcol, they cut down a branch with a single cluster of grapes so large that it took 2 of them to carry it on a pole between them. They also brought back samples of the pomegranates and figs. That place was called the Valley of Eshcol, which means cluster, because of the cluster of grapes the Israelite men cut there. After exploring the land for 40 days, the men returned to Moses, Aaron, and the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the wilderness of Paran. They reported to the whole community that they had seen and showed them what they had seen and showed them the fruit they had taken from the land. This was their report to Moses. We entered the land you sent us to explore, and it is indeed a bountiful country, a land flowing with milk and honey. Here's the kind of fruit it produces, but the people living there are powerful, and their towns are large and fortified. We even saw giants there, the descendants of Anak. The Amalekites live in the Negev, and the Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the hill country. The Canaanites live along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and along the Jordan Valley. But Caleb tried to quiet the people as they stood before Moses. Let's go at once to take the land, he said. We can certainly conquer it. But the other men who had explored the land with him disagreed. We can't go up against them. They are stronger than we are. So they spread this bad report about the land among the Israelites. The land we traveled through and explored will devour anyone who goes to live there. All the people we saw were huge. We even saw giants. They're the descendants of Anak. Next to them, we felt like grasshoppers, and that's what they thought too. So that's super interesting to me. I struggle with the timeline of this. God's been taking care of them the whole time, through their manna, through all these different things that he continues to bless them with, what was it? The quail, not the quail. I'm forgetting what. All the things that God continues to provide for them. He protected them against the entire Egyptian military and chased them down, opened the Red Sea. And I struggle with this all the time too. You forget the blessings. In the storm, you always forget the blessings. And I don't want to say you always, because God does his best to refine your heart so that when you're in the storms, you don't forget. You look to him. But these people have been literally living in miracles and blessings. And the second they see the next enemy, they shudder at it. And they're full of fear. And they're full of doubt. And I mean, I hate describing it like that because I'm the same way. I have all these examples from the Bible on how you should operate, on the blessings that you will miss out on if you do not heed the warnings of the Bible. So how many blessings have I missed out on because I thought something might be too difficult, or I didn't have enough money, or I shouldn't do it like this or like that, or I couldn't trust this person or that person. So God doesn't tell you the how. He just tells you to do. We're to be doers for him. And our understanding of it is irrelevant. And that's where I struggle with. Sometimes before I set out, I have such a strong desire to understand that it creates hesitancy in me. It creates a desire to, I gotta wait it out till I have more information. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to just walk boldly in faith and just, all right, God, figure it out. I'm going. I'll do it. I feel myself doing better at that. It's still a struggle though. My knee-jerk reaction is to I'm so unsteady in my desire for change one way or the other that I can become somewhat dramatic. And most people that know me, I'm not a very dramatic person. But in my desire to pursue things, I become, I don't want to say reckless, but some might describe it as that I have to have it. It has to be done at this time. This is how it needs to be done. And my urge to fight that is not very great. I lean into that heavily because it makes me feel like I'm a doer. You know, I lean to the Bible passages, no, faith without works is dead. Yeah, but when I depend on the works and not at all on the faith, it dies there too. It dies with me because it depends on my works. And that's not whose works it depends on. It depends on my faith, allowing him to work in my life and simply following that instruction in that direction. And I often fight against that. It's like fighting against a current. You know, you're eventually going to tire yourself out, and by the time you've given up and exhausted, God will just wash over you and get you where you were supposed to go anyway. So why would you fight that? So I'm doing my best, my absolute best, to go with his current and stop fighting against it. I'm not very good at it still. I would say, in fact, if I had to give myself a 1 out of 10 rating, I'm probably like a 2. Maybe a 3. I've definitely experienced 1s and 2s, though, for most of my life. I'd like to think that I'm 3 or 4. Maybe I'd like to approach 5 this year and see how far that gets me. But on that note, have a good night. God bless. I love you. Jesus loves you. And I'll be back tomorrow with chapter 14 of Numbers, where the header reads, "The people rebel." I've done too much rebelling in my, some would say short, some would say long, life, that I already feel bad for the people because they're rebelling against a God that just crushed nations for them. So, but we'll cross that road tomorrow together. Have a good night. God bless, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.